Hi students, how are you all? I hope all my students are safe and happy. Okay, now in this session we will study an interesting poem. I'm sure you will imagine how the poet feels. Let us do a quick revision. In our previous session, we got to know that Vijay liked to play with water. His mother told him not to waste water, but he did not listen. Finally, his mother decided to teach him the importance of water. She took him with her to visit her brother's village. Finally, they reached the village. There was scarcity of water in the village. Vijay got up, went to the bathroom, and opened the tap. Guess what? There was no water. Instead, there was water stored in many buckets. Vijay was surprised. Then his cousin explained him that there was no water anywhere in rivers or lakes. They had to depend on water that come from tap at any time of the day. And once the water is collected, they are unaware that when will the water come again. Vijay was shocked. He understood the situation. He understood the importance of water. Now he is going to use water carefully. Water is so important to people that it has inspired art, songs, and poems. Here is a poem about water by Mary Oliver. Mary Oliver is a well-known American poet who loves water. She lives near the ocean and writes many simple but beautiful poems about the nature around her. She writes about shorebirds, water snakes, humpback whales, the ponds, and the harbor where she likes to take long walks. At Blackwater Pond by Mary Oliver. Where is Blackwater Pond? This is situated in United States. At Blackwater Pond, the tossed waters have settled after a night of rain. I dip my cupped hands. I drink a long time. It tastes like stone, leaves, fire. It falls cold into my body, waking the bones. I hear them deep inside me, whispering, "Oh, what is that beautiful thing that just happened?" Mary Oliver is an award-winning poet. She favors short lines in this poem. At Blackwater Pond, the tossed waters have settled after a night of rain. This means that the storm has passed the previous night. It feels that things are now settled after the storm in poet's life. The poet is now enjoying and expresses happiness about the water in that particular pond. It has the taste of stone, leaves, and fire. Soil has washed out due to erosion. And when she drank this water, it reached to her bones and something inside her changed. I think Oliver considered it as holy water because something beautiful happened inside her. I hope you have understood the poem. Come, let us now see the important facts about water, and you will be amazed to study about the fresh water. Come, let us now start.
Water, water, everywhere. How much water is there on earth? There is a lot. Something like 1260 million trillion liters can be found on our planet. This water is in a constant cycle. It evaporates from the ocean, travels through the air, rains down on the land, and then flows back to the ocean. Do you remember this image from our first session? This is water cycle. Therefore, this water is in constant cycle. It evaporates from the oceans, travels through the air, rains down on the land, and then flows back to the ocean. Evaporation means the process of turning from liquid into vapor. The oceans are huge. Most of the earth is covered in oceans. 98% of the water on the planet is in the oceans and therefore is undrinkable because of the salt. Seawater is toxic to humans because our body is unable to get rid of the salt that comes from seawater. Only about 2% of the planet's water is fresh, but 1.6% of the planet's fresh water is locked up in polar ice caps and glaciers. Another 0.36% is underground in wells. Only about 0.036% of the planet's total water supply is found in fresh lakes and rivers. The small percentage in lakes and rivers is still many trillions of liters, but it's a very small amount compared to all the water in the whole world. The rest of the water on the planet, 0.004%, is either floating in the air as clouds and water vapor or is locked up in plants and animals. Did you know that your body is 65% water? That means if you weigh 30 kilograms, 19.5 kilogram of you is water. So, what are you waiting for, students? Start calculating. This is fun. From the given information, I have extracted few points. 98% of water on the planet is in the oceans. 2% of planet's water is fresh. We are talking about which planet? We are talking about the Earth. Now, out of this 2% water, 1.6% of planet's fresh water is locked up in polar ice caps and glaciers. 0.36% is underground in wells. Only 0.36% of fresh water is found in fresh lakes and rivers. Rest of the 0.004% is either floating in air as clouds or locked up in plants and animals. Fresh water means water that people can drink. It is the water that does not have a lot of salt in it. Fresh water usually means water from the lakes, rivers, snow, and ice, which is not salty.
How was the knowledge about fresh water? Are you amazed? Yes? We should all save water. Okay? Now, all of you will have to revise the chapter. Till then, take care.